Hi, my name's Relevant. My pressure washer just won't press. So, I'm in the process of building a shed and I'm just about ready to assemble the thing. The only thing that's stopping me is, well, I insist on cleaning the components before I put them all together. And the easiest way to do that is to give them a good old pressure washing. But I went to use my pressure washer and it wasn't putting out. Now, I think the pump assembly itself is fine. The engine runs. That's not a problem. The engine runs great. It's the pump assembly or this thing. When I actually try to go use it, the engine sounds like it's running really hard, but there's just no pressure coming out the end. My gut suggests there might be something wrong in this assembly here. Now, I was able to do some troubleshooting. I removed this wand end. The wand end is fine. That I could practically see right through it if I open the knob. Oh, I thought I could. If I go like that, no. Well, I pushed compressed air through this. It went through fine. If I pushed compressed air through backwards, it seemed to come out fine here. But if I pushed compressed air in here, it seemed like it was restricted. I'm wondering if a little bug got in there or something, and then when I hooked it up, it just jammed it up. Now, one of the first obstacles troubleshooting this thing is this guy here. I've had this pressure washer for at least a solid 10 years now, and I've never taken this off, and this didn't want to come off. So I would like to see if I can split this thing for one. That's going to be one of the first challenges. Can I gently pry it off? All this is made out of brass, so if you're too rough with it, it's just gonna... Yeah, this is already not seeming promising. That's soft material, whatever it is. You want to have at her with something grippy, but you have the value adding of just completely this soft material here. Let's see if I could give it a little rotate. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's not completely damaging the threads here, or not the threads, but thing is we need to rotate and pull action at the same time. Do I have some lubricant I can work in there? I might. Let me go see if I can source out some lube. Not necessarily the right kind here, but if I could just a little dab of doer in there. Whoa. Is my lube dried up? What's going on here? Cooperate, sir. You're a lubricant, not a well, I guess you are a lubricant. You're not lubricating right now, are you? Now let's give her another rotate. Come on. Work that lubricant in there. Oh, yeah, she's feeling smooth now. Will it come out? Ah, there we go. Okay. That's something I knew I'd be able to do easy in the workshop, but pain in the arse out in the yard. Do we still have seals on there? Yeah, just they might need a little bit of work. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. Oh, maybe it's a problem with the hose. Oh, maybe there's also water in here. Let me go drain this thing. I went ahead, I left the hose in the other room because, well, once I got the moisture out of it, it seemed to flow relatively normally. Now, one sign that there's something wrong with this is, yeah, sexy. It looks like there's a little ball valve in here. Can you see that guy? What happens if we fondle that ball? Looks like it's supposed to stop from going. Well, hopefully we find out what that does once we get in there. There's all sorts of screws. Common Phillips, so... Same length or what? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. No special provisions for spruce. Alright. Let's pop the popper, the opens. Yes, yes. Did we forget screw? No. Probably little snappy bits. Or not. Okay. There's no spring assembly in here that I can see. It's just a case of this thing pushing back up. Wow, this is very simple. There's not much going on in here. Oh, look at that. That just press fits. This is not something that's going to come apart for servicing, is it? Look at that guy. Those aren't even compression fittings. Now there's a spring there and a ball. And not a lot getting through. But it didn't want to come back up, so at the very least, I guess we run to the old Canadian Tire and get a replacement one of these things, because like, look at that. Look at that guy. You see any way to take that apart for servicing? Not really, I don't. It makes me wonder how they got it together in the first place. I'm guessing there's a situation where that spring in there, like everything goes in there and that spring holds it into place, and that spring they kind of could force it through the hole. But now that that spring is forced through that hole, I highly doubt it's coming back out. You know what's funny? This wand says made in Italy on it. Any money, the replacement one from the same manufacturer is not going to be made in Italy. I wonder how many pressure washers get chucked out and this is the problem with them. I've seen 2 electric ones at the side of the road. Part of me really wishes, I wanted to, the last one I saw at the road, I wanted to scrap for parts. Part of me wishes I did, because maybe I could have used the wand. How about this guy? Yeah, this guy is completely clear. No problems there. Well, let's go look up the old Canadian Tire. That's the go-to place. That's where I bought this. It's Briggs & Stratton, little gas dealie. What do they call this thing? The wand, the valve? Let's try wand. I don't know if wand is gonna be... This is the wand. Pretty sure this thing's still fine. Should I inspect it too? Is there a way to inspect this? I don't think I pushed air back through this thing. Maybe this thing's jammed too. How do you get this apart? Also made in Italy. Let's go back to pressure washer wand and click on anything there. And then pressure washer parts and accessories. And then scroll her down. Replacement gun. They call it the gun. That's surprising. I don't think it's politically correct to call anything a gun anymore. People are going to want to ban it. I guess if you're waving one of these around in the yard in the wrong area of town, people might get a bit freaked. What are these going for? None in stock, 72 bucks. Oh boy. And you know it's made in China. Briggs & Stratton replacement pressure washer gun. Mine's a Briggs & Stratton. 3 left in stock, $69.99. So it's not the cheapest part, but it's not the most expensive, and guaranteed the new one's not made in Italy. I think we need to inspect on this wand here before we go spending money. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get this out. I'll need something small and picky to probe in there. Maybe if I give it my all. Give it your all, bud. Give it your all. Can I press down in there? Can I pry out this spring? Can I maybe give a tappy tap? Now, because I don't see any springs or anything in here, I'm assuming that thing is going to stick out way more than that. It must, because there's a heck of a lot more excursion on this. Like, look at all the excursion that's gone missing. I didn't see any springs pop out when I... No, I don't know, bud. Problem is, wouldn't it suck to, like, go buy the replacement part and find out that's still not the problem? It's still broken. Now, clearly, if there's something wrong with the valve assembly, that still maybe needs to be replaced. Now, taking this apart. Okay, that's progress. Oi! Careful. What do we have here? Little pincers. Oh, we have a punch hole pin. Okay, okay. Armory. I like that. Pull that out. Okay, whatever this business is, it's clear inside of there. You can see a hole right through it. Give this a wipe down. All right. So, if we blow through, comes out the side holes real well. But it's like that. Could it be possible that that little tiny hole right there is clogged? I think it could be very possible. There's definitely a lot more flow there. I think we had something clogging that little jet. That means we should be able to see through it. Yeah, we can now. Okay. It looks like it has a little hex end on it, which suggests I should be able to stick an Allen in there. Not that one, that one's too big. I'm gonna have to go get the Allens. All right, what's we have here? My Allen keys are very, you accumulate them over time and it's just like, screw it, toss it all in there. And you pretty much have all the ones you need, so you don't buy another kit just for, I do have something resembling an Allen kit somewhere. Babble, babble. Okay, does this screw out or anything? Yep, looks like it. I see a hint of purple on there, like there might have been Loctite on it at some point. Oh, I think I see shmew. Shmewy shmew. You know what? There's a possibility that this valve might work fine when there's pressure applied to it. Okay, clear that shmew out. I almost feel like I should try putting this back on and using it without the nozzle in place to let everything that's jammed in there wash out, and then try it again. Then put the nozzle, because the nozzle's clear now, but if there's some like shmoo just kind of in there that I can't get at, it's just gonna jam it back up again. Blech. Blech, blech. Touching my mouth on this thing. Let's get a little bit of vice action here. And then let's get a little bit of bigger punch action. Risk damaging it, but see if we can knock that ball down. Oh, I guess we just had a considerable amount of slip. So how much recoil do we have on this now? Oh yeah, she's bouncing right back up. Okay, so we might just have a bit of a jammed nozzle. Okay, so we gotta go test on this now. Put this all back together and test on this. So it was quite simple. Here we have that, and then that just pressure fit into there, just an O-ring. I should reseal these O-rings though. I think I have some specialty greaser. There's Papa right here. This is some, oh hey, this is some silicone grease. It's for O-rings and whatnot. So we will put some on the sealing components. We will put some on this shaft to jam in the hole. That slipped in there real easy now. Put this back into the here, if it lets us. All right, put this back on the dessert. How's that feel now? Kind of back to normal, and I can see it actuating internally. Puts all the screws back as in. You know what would be wicked awesome sauce? If it really was just a case of a clogged nozzle. You still find yourself in a position where you have to kind of take it apart to get at that clogged nozzle, but, well, that might not be true. We'll see in a second. All right. Pew, pew, pew. A little bit of grease in here. Put that back on there. Well, I'm gonna clear and test this valve again before I put that on. Now that thing slides onto there, and if I did it correctly, well, okay, yeah, it doesn't really matter. The pin's gonna go right back into place there. Should go back into place. Need some finagling. I can't see directly through it. It's obviously in a incorrect position. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, there's another brass insert internally that is now blocking those holes. Is that brass insert? It won't, I guess it slipped forward a bit. Careful tap. Okay, it's clearing the holes now. Okay, everything's clearing now. Pins back into place. Now, if I slip this on, hey, there's a possibility that I might be able to access the nozzle here all the way through the front with a long enough Allen, if my Allen's long enough. It's a tall order. It's a tall order that my Allen might. Yeah, I don't think my Allen's gonna be long enough. Okay. Do I have a longer Allen? Yes, I do have a longer Allen in this size. Perfect. So let's figure out how this contraption goes back together, because you got these little spready pincers that are kind of have to slip in there some way. Looks like I'd have to go like this. Oh, looks like I gotta grab the pincers from the outside here. There. Okay, okay. It twists, and as you twist it, it open closes pincers for different spray. And then with this long Allen, I should be able to get the nozzle back into place. Yes. The only thing is, good luck not losing that tiny little buddy right there. Well, see what I mean? It's gonna be the hardest part, not losing it out there. Gonna need like some special baggy container. I got this tape case is handy. Just put that into pockets. Now this is messy in here. Let's just give this a little wipe out while we're at it, and then put a little bit more grease. All right, sirs and madams, I do believe we should transition outside and give this a testing, hoping for the best. Yes, I'm gonna wash my hands before I turn off my cameras. This is the machine in question. They've had it for over 10 years now, and it's been pretty reliable. Let's get it hooked up and primed. I go turn on the water, get the system flushed. All right, hose. I'll do an obstruction test on the hose itself. Now that I got that gun off, that looks okay. Wonder if I can get this in place without having to turn it off. We can turn it on now and see what happens. Wow, that's not what I planned to have happen. Okay. Ooh, I think we're out of threads here, bud. Yeah, that could be a problem. Yeah, I didn't notice this before, but the threads are done in there. Better done in there than done on the machine. I would like to see if I can get this to pass testing purposes first. I'm gonna try reversing the hose. Maybe there's enough thread on this end. Or, yeah, looks like it grips better here. Still a liability. I'm gonna have to replace this hose. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, nozzle. That looks promising so far. Now let's see if we can get this little nozzle in place without losing it. Come on, buddy. Snuggle up. All right, now let's see. She's fixed. Oh, that's just great. Back to working normally again. Just a clogged nozzle. Just a clogged nozzle. Again, wonder how many of these machines have gotten chucked out because of a clogged nozzle. I honestly thought something was bad with the pump itself, but no. Definitely still gonna need a new hose, but yeah, I think we're done here. Glad it was a simple problem. The sun's making me squint. I don't know why I'm bleeding.